Hello everyone, here we are again in the BYD M6, and today we are going to try installing the multi-angle tilting joint for the screen. So this way we are able to actually adjust the screen in multiple angle in tilts, upwards and downwards, left and right as well. And so let's get to it. Alright, so first things first, you might want to actually adjust the screen into a vertical orientation. So let's tilt the screen. So this way you have more room to actually access the panel at the back, which is here. Likewise on the other side, it's easier to access because your fingers can actually reach. And then we are gonna take out this cover to access the joint that is holding this screen onto the dashboard. So let's just give it a try. So here we are. The tools provided, there are two particular tools that's actually provided. One is this, which looks like an angled kind of crowbar kind of thing, and this one is the typical lid opener, plastic lid opener. So what you do is you actually just insert this down to the slot to try to hook the panel up. Actually, you can see when you give it a tug, it actually lifts up a little bit, and you can gives a bit of room to actually insert this. So what you could do is, after lifting it up, you use this to pry the cover open. Let's see if this works. Okay, oh, there it goes, and it opens. And let's see if we can actually lift this up from the other side. Oh yes, there we go, and it's out. So this is actually out. So it's actually fastened by the two sides over here. Oh, sorry, two sides over here and here. So by prying it open, it can just comes off like this. Easy peasy. And then there we have access to this. So there is actually screws here that we need to remove. Let's try to tilt the screen back and see if you can actually see the screws are accessible. Oh, there it is, the first one right here. And I guess there is another one right over on the other end. So yes, one on the left and one on the right. Yep, so we actually have one screw over here and another one over on the other side over here. Yep, so we're gonna remove the screws, and that way we will be able to remove the screen. So first, the screw is actually a 8 millimeters. Let's see if you can see, 8 millimeters nut. So you can try to remove it. Yep, there we have one of the screws out. Yep. And so once we take out the other screw, and I'll just be careful not to actually drop this while taking it out from the screen. So once we have this, you should be able to just pull out the screen, tilt it a little bit, and you should be able to just lift this off with the cable at the back. And so with this, you have to take out the buckle, which is this one over here. Oops, sorry. Over here. You have to squeeze this and take it out. There you go, and it's out. Okay, right now we have the screen over here with this bracket that we need to remove. So the screws itself, we can also use the provided screwdriver. It's just a cross head. You can just take out the screws. And so with this, the frame actually comes off directly. So if you notice, this hole here actually fits directly with the black one here. So it's actually, the bracket itself fits just nice into the holes that is on this display. So the next thing, we actually have to put the new thing. Alright, so we have this new bracket which is supposedly rotatable, as you can see, so it helps with the tilting. And if you notice, they actually have the holes here indicated. It's supposed to fit directly on the ones here, so we try to position it exactly like how it's supposed to be on the screen, and it fits just nice. See, doesn't move. And then we just and then we just have to just screw in the screws over here, and the 4 ones which we took out previously. So let's just screw them back in using the previous screws that we took out. We're gonna just put these back. Oops. And this one as well. And it's perfect. So you just have to tighten the screw. So this is it. Now we just tilt this back in the position, and back to the previous one where we have the bracket should align according to the holes here. So let's just try to see how this can be done. Right, just like that. So if you notice, the holes are actually aligned right here, here, and there. And then we can screw it in using the new screws that is actually provided by the seller. Let's just button this up. Good stuff. Okay, let's do this. Let's have to screw this in, the new ones. And this other one. Alright, so I have to tighten the screws. Oopsie. Tighten the screws. Tighten the screws. Well, careful not to over tighten. I think this is actually quite sturdy, so it's fine. Oh, yep. So we have this pretty much done. And now we have to just put this back onto right where we took it out from. Alright, so in this case, we just have to remember the orientation of this, and we actually have to, first things first, there is a provided shielding to actually cover the bracket itself. You have to put this first, and then we plug the cable back where it came from. Okay, there you go. Try to align this back to how it was. It goes like this. And go. Notice that the thing is actually aligned. Yep, and so we actually have to screw back the screws that was previously taken out from here. Remember the 8mm screw. Put it back. Okay, this you have to be really careful not to drop the nut into the hole, into the housing itself, or it's gonna have trouble taking it out. Okay, there, and then can do with the other one, which is over on the other side. Perfect. So just have to screw this in. And another one here. Perfect. So we're done. And the next thing is actually the housing itself. Just have to pop it back in. Pop, pop. And we go. Perfect. And so with this in place, it helps to prevent the dust from getting in, I hope. And so now with this, we can actually tilt the screen in an angle of your liking, facing the driver, facing the passenger, any way how. That's how you're gonna do it. Thank you. Thanks for watching.